Hey everybody, George Tucker here from AVNation.tv at InfoComm 2017. We're in the Harman booth and I am speaking with Kevin Brown. He's Director of Hospitality here. That's an ever-growing part of our market, hospitality.
Sure. Yeah.
What do we got going on here?
So we at Harman have partnered with IBM Watson to voice enable a few different spaces. And as the decor implies, the hotel guest room is one of them. So the backstory is, I mean, in 2016, in my opinion at least, that was the year that voice control finally became viable as a technology. It kind of hit critical mass with the popularity of devices like, you know, the Amazon Echo, the Google Home.
Right.
Personally, I'm a huge fan of those devices. I have a lot of them at my house. I've kind of maybe gone overboard with it. My fiance is maybe a little frustrated with me with, I think the bathroom placement was the tipping point. But so I'm a huge fan of those devices. But the thing is, we're seeing a lot of the more, I'll say, creative integrators and consultants out there that are trying to shoehorn those devices into commercial environments. So we saw the opportunity. We want to be first to market with a truly commercially viable voice control solution. So that's what we're kind of demonstrating here.
So how's that exemplified in this space? What have we got going on in this space?
Yeah, so what we have sitting over here, this is a prototype, and it's a prototype based on an existing JBL consumer device that's been shipping for a couple years, but we made some modifications to it. We put some microphones into it and network connectivity. So we've now made it a smart speaker that I can talk to. I can say, hey JBL, turn on the lights.
Okay, turn lights on.
All right, so that's one kind of what I like to call a core use case of it, in-room control. And the way that's working is, you know, I said the magic wake word, which is hey JBL. I don't want to wake it up inadvertently, but we can customize that. It could be hello Hilton or hey Marriott, or you know, you can kind of imagine the possibilities there. That's an opportunity for branding the guest experience.
Right.
But it goes beyond that. It really gets interesting when you consider the fact that you could say, you know, hey Hilton, what's the Wi-Fi password? Or where's the fitness center?
Right.
Or what time does the bar close? Where can I get a drink? What's a good restaurant? And those are all answers that the hotel staff can customize to guide the guest in the direction that they want.
Right. I also noticed that there's some environmental controls in here as well.
Yes. Yeah. So the kind of the system diagram, the data path, so to speak, is that I talk to the speaker. It shoots up encrypted audio up to the Watson server. And Watson does speech-to-text conversion, but critically it then extrapolates meaning from that text. And that's really the magic of the different AI services out there. It's really good at getting to the meaning. So it's really speech-to-text to meaning conversion. And once it figures out what I'm getting at, if what I said pertains to in-room control, it then sends down a signal to an on-prem AMX system. And at that point, I mean, AMX has been controlling, you know, lights, shades, TVs, temperature for decades. So it's trivial for AMX to then handle that type of in-room control. Right,
so we're incorporating the entire environment of that room or boardroom or ship cabin with that kind of control, and it's not really limited to anything, is it?
Yeah.
And Watson's being used again for that interpretive ability.
Yeah.
And that back end.
I mean, because there's a lot of different ways you can say the same thing. Really, like I could have said lights on, turn on the lights. I'd like to turn the lights on now, please. Hey, bring up the lights. There's a lot of different ways, and Watson's very good at getting to that one intent.
Right, getting around that sort of colloquialisms that we may use or speech patterns.
Yeah.
All right.
And really the reason that we partnered with IBM Watson as our initial partner for this is that we see them as just very enterprise focused. And that's our laser focus here. We don't want to focus on residential. We want to have a really enterprise appropriate tool set that our integration channel can utilize.
Well, cool. I appreciate your time talking with me today. This has been George Tucker from the Harman booth at InfoComm 2017.